Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back in the video day, and today the Los Angeles Rams have signed Kyren Williams, one-time Pro Bowl running back, to a contract extension. I absolutely love this extension for the Rams. Like, they got Kyren Williams at a great price. $11 million a year for a guy who just put up 1,300 rushing yards and 14 rushing touchdowns this season, with a total of 182 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. Even though he missed one game, he puts up 1,300 rushing yards and 16 total touchdowns on the year and still misses one game. Like, had a great year this year. We can talk about 2023. He had almost 1,200 rushing yards and 12 rushing touchdowns in 2023. Missed 5 games still. Like, what can this guy's numbers be if he plays all 17 games? I know a lot of people thought when that last year when they drafted Blake Corum from Michigan, that Kyren Williams would take a step back. And honestly, I thought there were a lot of doubters with Kyren Williams last year. There were people that were saying don't draft him in fantasy football. And honestly, I don't blame people for saying that. Kyren Williams is really talented, but when a team drafts a young running back like Blake Corum, who I think has a lot of talent, there can be some doubt. There can be some doubt as, does this team really trust Kyren Williams? And so I can understand while people didn't want to draft Kyren Williams last year in fantasy, ultimately that turned out to be a bad decision. I was never in the position to draft him, but I still thought that he could be a good year for him. I thought he fit well with the Rams offense. But I think the fact that he started off the season great, and got off to the right note to start the season, and kept that rhythm the entire season is one of the number one reasons why Kyren Williams is able to keep that number one spot and not have to split carries with Blake Corum at all. We'll see what happens this season. I think it's crazy that a guy like this is only getting $11 million a season. You would have thought he would have been able to get a little bit more, not a lot more, but just a little bit more. But I still like this extension, and we'll see what kind of fourth season Kyren Williams has. A lot of people would think Kyren Williams is going into his third season, because this is really going to be the third season that he's the starting running back. But 2022, he did have 140 rushing yards for the Rams. But this is going to be This is going to be his fourth season and his third season as the starting running back. But what kind of second season will Blake Corum have? Honestly, I think Blake Corum this year could get more carries, but I think Kyren Williams is going to still be that starting guy in that backfield for the Rams. As a Texans fan, I hope Kyren Williams has a great year, but has a bad week 1. Since the Texans and Rams play each other week 1. Let me know your thoughts on the extension in the comment section, and peace out.